Okay, time for d4. Scorp 39. Plays d5. He's going to go for a Slav or a classical. Classical queen's gambit declined. Or he could have taken, of course. So you can develop the bishop here. Try it. Before pushing this pawn. I think this is okay. there may be some tricks here, right? Knight here, he takes, take back. Guess it doesn't do much. But I always feel better when I have this knight developed. So let's take here. Interesting, he took. Not afraid of the exchange of the dark squared bishops. I'm not afraid either. Let's develop my light squared bishop. So I'm going to castle 2, but the idea is just to drop the bishop back and put the queen here and mate him. Not going to give me time to do that, though, huh? And there was no Greek gift sacrifice because he had played h6. Should I take that pawn? Takes with the queen. Then I put the rook here. Maybe he wants to throw in an intermediate move, attacking my knight. Taking my knight and giving me, yeah, he can do that. Takes my knight and gives me these messed up pawns. I will still play the rook here. Defends the pawn now. Drop back with the bishop. I guess he can put his knight here, and that just defends everything. Okay, so we're going to try and push that knight away. Let's see if we can do that. Got 2 pieces on this square now, so I think I can push it. Okay, he wants to take my knight and mess up my pawns around the king. Don't believe this works out all that well for him, but I might be wrong. Okay, I need to defend this pawn here, or I want to anyway. And maybe put a rook here. So, as someone who believes in messing up your pawn structure, yeah, maybe it's a good strategy, but it's not the only possible strategy. There are other things you can do. Okay, so he wants to double his rooks. Okay, well, we might go into an endgame with the queen and a minor piece. Because if he doubles his rook, I'm going to have to oppose it. I cannot tolerate him owning this file and bringing a rook here to the second rank. Not acceptable. Yeah. Queen and bishop versus queen and knight. Well, they say the queen and knight work very well together. Go back to our simple mate threat, also attacking. Defending the pawns, maybe playing here to push the knight away, but I don't have to push the knight away. That move was with check, so I had to respond to that. So he's gonna play g6 next, I guess. Let's see. When I play c5, I guess he's gonna do knight, or when I play c4, he will do knight b4. Oh, and then I have a mate here. Aha. So yeah, looks like he wants that pawn. Let's see if I can. Oh, the queen defends here. I was just thinking if the knight moves, queen here check, and the king has nowhere to run. So I just have this check here, I guess. Might as well take it. So we can take here with check next. He's got checks too, so I don't know if I have enough compensation here. I'm down a pawn. I'm about to lose another. Yeah, he just grabbed the pawn. I don't have to trade. So I got one pawn back, but I'm still down a pawn. So I probably don't want to go into a minor piece endgame. Now, I do need to protect this check here, which would win the bishop. Could, oh, if I don't move the queen, though, it will just take it. So I do need to move the queen. Yeah, we could repeat here. See if he's content with the draw or if he wants more. He wants more. Okay. Now let's lift this bishop off the back rank. So the queen has a check here, and then my king will go up here. And if I have a bishop here, then there won't be a follow-up check. So everything is defended. So when you're defending a position where you're down a pawn, you want to keep the pieces on. Cause trouble. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, let's... well, you can always play here with the queen. What do I want to do then? Get to this square here. I can check the king. Say the queen and the knight make a good team in the end game, so it could be that he has more than a pawn advantage. You can check my king from here. I step aside. I don't see a follow-up. He's got to move his knight then, because his knight will be hanging. Although he has a good move for the knight. So he just pushes his pawn. Okay. Let's check that king. He just keeps doing that stuff. So now, bishop here and here. Got some light squares to play with. Oh, I have this check, but his... let's see. Well, he can't block with the queen or I'll take the knight. If he blocks with the knight, I take the pawn. King can go here. Feels maybe a little dangerous. So he's probably not looking forward to playing that move. King to g5. But I don't see any way to refute it. Yeah, there he goes. So what do? I could move my king out. It's nice because he can't put his queen there anymore. And if I move my king up, then I can deliver a check to his king. His king is in trouble. Getting mated here. So he can't be too casual. I guess he could play he could play f5, but he's not doing it. He moved the queen. Okay, so I can take the knight, and he can check here and take my bishop. How does that work? I take the knight. He checks. I move my king. He takes. My queen is here, his queen is here. Yeah, it's not that great, is it? But do I have a choice, huh? That's the question. Defend the bishop. He has a perpetual here if he can't find anything else. I could put my king in the corner, but that would be... Yeah, he could still check here, and I would have to step up here. Yeah, it doesn't help. So I'm gaining a little time anyway, while he decides if he has anything better than a draw here. He tries for something else. Okay, so let's kick the queen. I couldn't grab the pawn because my bishop was hanging. Let's kick the queen again. Aha, he still doesn't want to... never give up, never surrender. But he lost on time. You know, he could have, analysis board, if he was feeling aggressive and wanting to continue the game, could have gone here. Again, I would take the pawn. Or if he wanted to... hey, there's no mate there. This is under fire, but it's defended. Now, but I have this outside pass pawn. This would be probably good for me, I would guess. And then what else? Or he could have just... yeah, that was a mistake there, huh? So slightly better for white at the end when he ran out of time. Interesting game. Let's see if we can get a rapid game here. Miguel Angel. Okay, we can do a Sicilian, I think. Maybe a classical. No, not a classical. The Canal Sokolsky attack. Similar to the Rossolimo, but not the same, because my pieces are in a different spot. So this is an interesting response. He's turned it into a kind of English opening with c4. He's castled. So I think a fianchetto here to take advantage of the dark squares. He got rid of my knight and then created a position which has a dark squared hole. So that was a strategic way of playing. But I have another piece that can look at these dark squares, and this knight maybe could come around. I guess getting the rook off the diagonal was important. Not sure. Is he really planning to push that pawn? Okay, let's get castled. Maybe he's going to take my other knight and we'll have a bishops versus knight kind of game. Not usually considered good. Let's ask. Are you planning to take my knight, or are you just there for the good looks? He didn't really want to take the knight. Interesting. So this square is going to play f5, I guess. If I get my knight out of the way, I could bring a bishop here with check. See, pushing this pawn, put the rook here and push this pawn. Or I can push it right away, actually. Yeah, let's chip away at his structure there a little bit. He says, no chippy, but then I can push. Where is his knight going? There. Let's defend here. I was thinking, you know, I push the pawn. He takes my knight. I take back, and then this is hanging. He's put a pawn in the way since, but his bishop was looking at that pawn. Okay, now let's go ahead and push here. Also slowing down this. And I have a nice check here. And his rook. You see, he got his rook off the diagonal in advance. So shall we give the check? Drive his king away, I guess. Or is he planning to put his bishop there? He is. Okay, so we could go to a bishop versus knight endgame, but I think I'd rather preserve the bishop and push this pawn. I have control of the square in his camp. I don't know, maybe I can't do too much with this, but we'll see. He's still got 10 minutes on his clock, which means he's not at all using his time. So where is he? Oh, is he planning to push here? I don't see that as a problem. I mean, I could use more of my time too, but yeah, he was planning to push there. Okay, so I take, he takes, I take, he takes. Or I could just block it up. Yeah, let's think. I could take once, see which way he wants to take back. He wants to take that way. Okay, so if I take again, now he will take, and this will be under fire. But defended. Could just lock it up. He's going to pause and think here. Okay. Mission accomplished. Get your opponent to think. So I take, he takes back, and I put my rook here. It's defended. It's defended. Put my bishop here. Maybe bring my queen out. Okay, I don't believe in this, but we will see. Okay, that's pretty good. That is good. So if he takes, it's pinned, so I can do something, but what? My bishop is pinned too. I can take with the rook. I can lift this pawn up if he doesn't take and bring my bishop in. Pawn here and bishop here to chase the queen away. I mean, I have an extra piece, so. Or if he takes, I take with the rook. He takes back, I take with the queen. And then his queen has to leave. And his king is in check, so that's an exchange. So I'll have two pieces for a rook in that case. Two bishops, which are pretty good actually in the endgame. So I think this is all right for me. We'll see if he finds a good way to deal with this. I was maybe a little too casual about this side. I knew it was a possibility you could sacrifice there. I just didn't believe it was going to work, but I could have invested more time in calculating that. Looks like he's investing time now. So the only way to pile up more pressure is rook here. And I still would play there. Oh, that one. Uh-huh. Okay. That stops me from... drive the queen away from that square. Okay, I can take here with check. And I can put my rook here. Where's his queen going? Nowhere dangerous. And I'm just winning that bishop there, I think. I think that's good. Be nice to get rid of that bishop, and then I can bring my queen in. He can push this pawn, maybe, but he's got to move his queen first. So, and where can it go? Can't go forward. Sideways. He could go back here, here, here. Has three moves. Here, here, or here. And then I take the bishop. I think his attack just fell apart. So yeah, taking the pawn in my camp. It looked dangerous, but and I had a very good defense. Yeah, he just resigned his hopeless position. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.